Welcome back to Route 40 Rust. It's raining, it's cold, but can we get this 1948 Pontiac Flathead straight 8 to run? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've had the 48 Pontiac for what, 2 weeks now, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. You saw the first video where we got it off the rollback and kind of just walked around it and talked about what I knew, and I did decode the VIN and I know what I got, you know. But we've had negative temperatures and positive winds, and then we had a ice storm this morning, and I saw on the internet fire trucks doing birdies down neighborhoods on ice. I mean, it's been pure chaos. And guess what? Now that we're 2 degrees above freezing, everything's flooded. We got puddles and duck. It's a nightmare out there. But I just can't help myself. I just had to come out here and touch the car, you know, and do stuff. So I figured, instead of making a video about getting all these parts that we still don't know what we got in there, and hey, shout out to that guy who commented on the last video when I was like, hey, I'm missing a water neck, and he gave me a time mark and everything. It's right there on the floorboard of the back seat, so I really appreciate that, because I got on the internet and I was looking for thermostat housings and I couldn't find one, and I was getting ready to buy a whole engine a guy had, you know, for a couple $100 just for, I'm sure I'll need more parts. It's still an option, but thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. So who knows what we got in there, and I'm not worried about it yet. But I figure while it's kind of drizzling out right now, let's pop this hood, see if we can't get this thing to bark off. You know, if it idles with a bowl full of fuel, that's a home run. If it just sputters and dies, hey, that's a win. If it even backfires out the car and catches on fire, I'm still gonna be pleased, because I'm pretty sure there's no wiring anywhere in this car. But we can hook some jumper cables to stuff and see what we can do. Let's give it a shot. I did get a part for this car. I bought one. Bought a GM one-wire alternator, a Wilson. You know, because you gotta start worrying about charging on a car that doesn't run. And I didn't buy this. Check out this OEM Pontiac hood prop. That'll do. Oh no. We got stuff. Well, let me get a light in here. Maybe bring you guys in here. See what we're not working with. Alright, let's see here. I don't know. Linkage is not stuck. That's fun. Let's get some mud out of there. Bing! Evicted. See a coil. Probably still 6 volt. I don't even know if this thing is positive or negative ground. Gosh. Ground cable is barely grounding. Positive cable is black. Okay. Going to the starter with a whole bunch of linkages. Oh, come on. Well, we had light. We didn't have a flashlight. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yep. Got a, looks like a Milton Bradley mousetrap contraption going on down there. If I researched it correctly, if you had this transmission in reverse or drive and you went to go hit on the starter assembly, the pedal, which is this guy, it would use this linkage to go ahead and shift it into neutral. I don't know if that's true. And with all this other craziness, it would choke the carb and give it a squirt of fuel when it made that transition to neutral. I don't know. Looks like we got some ancient plugs and plugs wires. That's good. We need a light that works. We need a light. That is a good hood prop. Well, I got the world's best flashlight. Not really. Let's see here. No fuel pump. That's okay. I guess that was vacuum line, maybe. I don't know. Got some baling twine or mechanics wire. Maybe keeping that choke shut or open. Keeping it shut. Okay. Let's make sure it even has oil in it. Wipe it on my... Oh, now I can't see. That oil looks and smells pretty good. I don't know what this little wire is doing. But it will be hot, so we better tape that up. Let's just go ahead and put, since I don't know if this is negative or positive ground, and I know it's a 6-volt system, let's put a 12-volt coil I got laying around, 12-volt battery. The starter will hang in there as long as we don't get crazy with it. I don't know how the distributor deals with that, but let's try to fill up that fuel bowl. Let's do things, guys. While we're messing around with wiring, let's get some 2-stroke fuel in the bowl. Start softening up those gaskets. What will happen if I hook this, if it's a positive ground? Will it spark? Didn't do anything. Okay. That's fine. That's good. Don't know if that's my breath or we're on fire. Probably should have a ballast resistor just to be on the safe side. But we ain't gonna do it. Alright. This do job looks like it's going to the distributor. Negative, sure. Ooh. Coil wire. Sure. So this wire will act like our ignition switch. If we get into a pickle, we'll just yank it off. I'll get my test light to make sure all our connections are good. Get on there. Get. I guess with it being if it is positive ground, the fact that I'm got a different coil, I'm changing to a 1-wire GM alternator, none of the gauges or anything works, so, or the lights. Uh-oh. Yep. 12 at the coil. Yep. Guess that means the points are closed. I don't know. Let's just crank on it. Well, that ain't good. I can't see what I'm doing. Sounded not better. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yes. Yes. How about that? I mean, I really don't have the history on this car. I mean, some guy had commented on the last video about the Indiana inspection where they kind of just made sure the lights worked and it had tires on it. You know, it wasn't a very in-depth inspection, but made sure it was safe for the road. And this one's got one from 78 or 79. And a friend who lives in Indiana confirmed all that. So I think he had one on an old Chieftain or something. He sent me a screenshot, and that went to the 80s maybe. So we'll say this thing was a runner in the late 70s. So that's, you know, 30, 40 years maybe that this thing hasn't popped off. Maybe we'll put a few more squirts of fuel in the fuel bowl. Gosh. Now obviously we can't run this thing long, not that it's gonna run very long. We got no cooling system, we got no nothing really. But let's do that again. Let's try to give it gas. Flood you. Let's make sure we're still getting power to that coil. Everything here is very crusty. Yeah. So before we tested on the distributor side, and I guess the points just stopped where it was closed. So still getting power to the coil. Gosh, keeps freaking me out. I didn't know if that's my hot breath or fire. Maybe we should have just celebrated and went inside. Choke closed, maybe. I can't see what I'm doing. Come here. Come here. I really don't understand this starter operation. needs adjusted. It ran, but these 60-year-old spark plug wires are getting wet. But you know you're alive, boys. I keep getting electrocuted and I like it. Come on, starter. Gosh. As long as that starter doesn't get too hot. Let's give her a breather. Think about what she's done. Alright. Ignition on. Oof. Need to get that coil signal wire off of the metals. Let's put this gas covered rag on it. Yep, that'll do. Nope. Yep. Yep. Got gas everywhere. Plug wires arcing off. Easy. I don't like throttle. Don't blame me, old girl. Gosh, if I could just get 10 Mississippis, 5 Mississippis. Oh, come on. Aww. I just shot fuel all over the spark plug wires. Dang it. Like this is gonna help. I could brake clean it. That might evaporate quickly. I'd be okay with it if my face wasn't in there. Or comment below. Maybe you want my face to catch on fire. I don't know. People are into weird things. Let's get some brake clean. Safety first. Let that dry off. Well, it didn't really dry off, but I don't have any patience. And I got an ugly face, so the doctors will have to fix it. Needs shocks. Come on. That's awesome though. Glad it's running. Let's take the choke off. It's missing a lot of ground straps. Didn't like that one bit. I mean, to be fair, it is like 35 degrees out here. And the exhaust can be plugged up. Alright, we're not messing with it anymore after this time. I think the starter's getting angry. We should stop. We should not do it anymore. But I liked it. That's not, you gotta, where are you? Up there? You gotta learn when to call it quits, guys. You know, you just gotta take your trophy, your victory, and be done with it. It ran. What more could we ask from an engine that's only job is to run? Coil's a little warm. I don't know anything about this car. Get off. Everything would do better if that ground strap wasn't so. Oh, look at that brake line. I'm half curious if. Nope, not gonna go there. Stop. Well, there you have it, guys. It did everything that I wanted it to do. I mean, it wasn't the home run. It would have been cool if it sat there and idled, but what more could you ask for? There you go, Pontiac straight 8 flathead. Pretty cool. I'll tell you what, that last video I posted on this puppy, you guys are Pontiac gurus out there. I had hundreds of comments about people who knew what they were talking about, and it was awesome. So now that you glanced at this a little bit better, keep it coming, guys. Tell me what you think. I think we're gonna go ahead and try to order some spark plugs. Soak those down. They do not look good. Soak them down. Get some plugs, because it'll run. Look at this block. This thing is great. I don't even know the displacement on this puppy. It's a 48. Flathead straight 8. Yeah. Maybe start buttoning up this cooling system, getting an alternator on there, all those fun things. But comment below, tell me what you guys think. I don't know. I'm happy about it. I mean, I don't know, has it been 40 years? Has it been 30 years? 10 years? I don't know when's the last time this car's sparked off. But it did. You saw it. And I've never had one of those will it run clickbait videos. And it wasn't. I generally had no idea. Pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out on a cold, rainy night. It is not fun, but I just had to do something with this car. It's been way too long. It's been killing me. I've been depressed. You know, I've been moping around, you know, whatever. And now I'm, you know, motivated once again. So, you know, you guys are not doing okay. You're not feeling all right. Hey, you know, do what you gotta do to get okay. You know what I'm saying? It's important these days, guys. Anyway, there we go. The straight 8 lives.